Good evening. What's going on? This is Mr. Opinionated coming to you on this chilly Thursday evening in Chicago, Illinois. You know, it is February, and typically we associate February with Valentine's Day and love and things of that nature, relationships or what have you. So I have decided that on the Thursdays that follow this month, we're going to talk a little bit about relationships. We're going to add a couple of pop culture examples in there. And we're basically going to talk about love and what makes love work, what makes relationships work. Not just in romantic relationships, because we know that relationships are far more complex than that. You know, we have friendships, we have family relationships and things of that nature. So we're going to talk a little bit about these relationships. Tonight, I picked the subject, sorry, but you had your chance. For many of you that may say that song sounds familiar, actually Mariah Carey kind of wrote a little tune to that song, and it's actually one of my favorite songs, but it's very appropriate for what I'm going to talk about tonight. First, a little housekeeping. Tonight's message is brought to you by our sponsors, Avon and Scentsy. Now, you must be saying, sponsors? Yeah, because in addition to running my mouth, I am also independent rep for these companies. So if you need some Avon, you need some Scentsy, hit your boy up and we can get you hooked up with some smell goods, some things for your body, some things to get your skin together and all of that. So, actually a couple more items. We got the bubble bath from Avon. We have the Skin So Soft. So these are our sponsors for tonight's message. So let's get into tonight's message. I was looking for my little card. I wrote a word on a card. The word is commitment. And, I wrote a Facebook status and it talked about committing and commitment. And it was pretty much basically a reminder not to let people use your time up because they do not want to commit. And we've seen the examples. I think somebody posted an example of a Chicago, I think it was a Chicago minister, after 28 years of dating this person, he finally proposed. And these examples are not confined to men having kind of people stringing along, because women do it as well. But we want to say that you are much too valuable to be sitting around dangling in a wind waiting for somebody to commit to you. All of us have wonderful qualities and things that we have to offer, but sometimes we get linked up with people who do not appreciate the things that we have to offer, or they want to go out and have so much fun. They want to go sow their wild oats. They want to go through a range of different people who have things that kind of identify with the little tinglings they have in their bodies, and then they leave that stable and safe person alone for a while until they get done having their fun. Then they come back after they've done what they're done. They are done having fun, and then they want to settle down with the person that has sat on the sidelines, that has waited for them, that has proven that they are worth being with them, and then they want to commit then. So my encouragement to you is to not be that person. Do not sit around waiting for people to have their fun. Do not sit around on the side pining and praying for these people who supposedly are going to wake up one day and notice that you're beautiful, that you're wonderful. Do not waste your time. There are billions, and I don't think we really even realize how big that number is. There are billions of people in the world just waiting to be with you, to commit to you, to fellowship with you and things of that nature. Because remember, it does not always have to be romantic. But the point is that there are people waiting on the sidelines, waiting for you to wake up, waiting for you not to be waiting around twiddling your thumbs or praying, God, please let this person open up their eyes for me. There are people that are waiting, that want to interact with you, that want to love you, that want to collaborate with you, because just like we stated earlier, it's not just about business. There are friends, there are business partners, there are entities that want to work with you, want to be with you, want to fellowship with you, want to spend time with you, want to kick with you, and you sitting on the side waiting for people to open up their eyes. So stop it. It is 2022. We have heard countless songs from countless artists about how, they've waited around, Mary J. Blige, Faith Evans, Joe, the list goes on. And I'm naming a lot of R&B people because I love R&B, but we get the point. We need to stop spending so much time waiting for these people. You've given them your all. You've given them your commitment and time. You show that you're willing to wait on them. And because, people do have issues that they're working through. Everybody's not perfect, and you're not perfect. Even the waiter's not perfect. So we definitely understand that sometimes people have to work through some issues. Sometimes people need to, quote unquote, get themselves together. But sometimes people use that as an excuse not to commit to you. So, hey, give people a little time, but don't let them dangle you along forever, because it's not fair, it's not honest, and people just want to take advantage of you. So let's start with that. In friendships, because most people are good friends. Most people bring good qualities and things to the table. But just from my personal perspective, I think I'm a really good friend. And those of you that know me can attest to this. Sometimes people that are givers are always giving. They're giving. And then a lot of times they find themselves they've gifted themselves out. And they're waiting around for people to reciprocate, people to pour into them, people to deliver on what they deliver. And a lot of times that does not happen, because oftentimes you have givers that link up with takers. And the takers are taking, and they continue to take, and they don't see anything wrong with it, not realizing that they have to pour back into the person. Sometimes you got to wake up. Sometimes we have to wake up and say, sorry, but you had your chance. I really don't want this relationship anymore. Don't want this friendship anymore. Don't want what we have going on anymore. I've given you my talents. I've given you my time. I've given you my love, but it is time for me to end the situation, because it is not mutually healthy for us. So a lot of times you have to end those friendships. You got to say, I'm sorry. You had your chance. Had your chance to be a good friend. You've accepted all of my gifts. You've accepted all of my time. You've accepted all of my effort as a good friend, but you have not reciprocated, because I'm a giver and you're a taker, and you've taken everything. And now I don't have anything else to give you. So sorry, but you had your chance. So you cannot have this level of access to my life anymore. I wish you the best. Because I gave you the best and you pretty much didn't realize it. So we have to be able to lay to rest things that are not beneficial to us. And it's not always a situation you're always looking to get something or to get something back. But we know when people are taking advantage of us. We pay attention to trends and things that happen regularly, and just how people behave. I know I have. I'm very detail oriented. I do a lot of photography. So a lot of the things that I see with my eyes, a lot of people don't pick up on. A lot of things that I hear in what people are saying, a lot of people don't pick up on, because I'm a little bit more detail intensive. But you kind of get the point. Let's not use 2022 to continue to wait around for people to do what they need to do in regards to being in relationships with us, and friendships with us, in business situations with us. We need to stop waiting around. We need to look back, because sometimes you have to look back. I know people are big on, don't look back, don't look back. Sometimes you need to look back to identify what went wrong, what trends were going on, what people were saying, what they were doing, so that you can move into the future in a better position. So it is February. It's the second month in the year, the beginning. So let's start to look at these relationships, these business partnerships that we've had, these friendships that we've had, and say, have we given people apt time to kind of get with the program or to get with our vibe so that we can know each other and so that we can operate with each other in a manner that's conducive for us both. So that is my challenge. Once again, short little video because I did say I wanted to engage a little bit more with people on the opinionated.com page. Remember, we do have a website. And what I have started doing is a lot of the flyers and things that people are putting out on their page. I'm also putting that information on the opinionated.com page, to give it some more traction so that people can kind of see what's going on. Because a lot of times people say they don't know what's going on in Chicago. So I have stuff from the poetry scene. I have stuff from people that are small business owners. So if you have something that you want to put out there in another site besides Facebook, feel free to hit my inbox, send me the flyer, whatever, what have you, and I will share that information. So that is my message for this evening. Once again, sorry, but you had your chance. Give people the chances that they need in order to get with your vibe, to get themselves together. Help people work out their problems if you can, but notice, but in regards to that, you cannot be the Superman or Superwoman for anybody to help them do what they need to do to better themselves. You can assist, but you cannot transform. So just remember that. Be good to yourself. Don't let people abuse you. Don't let people take advantage of you. I know in a lot of our belief systems that we've grown up in, personally myself, we learn, of course, it's better to give than it is to receive. And we know that's true because we've studied that, and a lot of us have lived that. We do get something back. May not be for that direct person, but let's not be foolish. Let's not be the well that people keep drawing from and nothing comes back in. Let's make some changes, make some adjustments, and let people know that they have to deal with us in a certain manner. So that is tonight's message on opinionated.com. I have an old t-shirt. I'm actually going to get some more made because sometimes the messages are a little bit strong. So I say what I want because I'm opinionated. Don't feel restricted to give your opinion. Sometimes you got to season it up a little bit so that people can stomach it, but that's what we have to do. So peace out. Have a fantastic evening.